Whenever somebody has a scandal in the pro-black community, you will always see another person that's competing for that attention coming out to say something. And it's not always bad, for an example, but sometimes people do so not to give commentary on the issue, but to make themselves look better than the person being accused. And in this case, the person being accused is Dr. Umar Johnson. I mean, go figure. This guy is always giving people content to talk about. But the person who decided to come out and say a lot about him is none other than Dr. Boyce Watkins. Now, Dr. Boyce Watkins at one point was a supporter of Dr. Umar Johnson, and that changed over the years. But Boyce Watkins is going to talk about why he changed his position.
Let me just tell you, from the very beginning, I was deeply concerned, because, money's my thing. And I can tell you, when you collect money from the public, there's a reason why you've never seen me go out here and create a big fund and have everybody donate to something or invest in something, because you have to be really careful when you're dealing with other people's money. Once you take money from somebody, you are accountable to those people.
Now, this is important because in this one instance, he's saying, listen, I thought something was wrong because I'm a money guy. And, you got to be accountable for people's money. But then Dr. Boyce Watkins continues, clip. Now, unlike Dr. Umar Johnson, this is what he's trying to say. When I don't raise money, not from whites, not from organizations. And the reasons why you don't see me doing that is because whenever somebody give you some money, you got to be accountable for the money.
Boy, you don't sit your stupid ass down. Who the f you think you is?
But this is interesting. Again, you will always see people fighting for legitimacy during someone else's downfall, okay? But I hate to remind Dr. Boyce Watkins that yes, in fact, he was responsible for raising funds. I know he lied and said that he wasn't, but it's all right, Dr. Boyce. We know you wanted to bring Dr. Umar Johnson down. We know that you wanted to make yourself look good. Unfortunately, we got receipts.
That's why in the Black Business School, when we started, we do not take money from the government. We do not take money from major white corporations, because once people give you money, they have the right to tell you what to do.
So basically, that was Dr. Boyce Watkins at the All Black National Convention, founded and hosted by himself. So at his convention, he endorsed Jay Morrison's Tulsa Real Estate Fund. Again, this is Dr. Boyce Watkins with short memory, because remember, he doesn't ask for money himself. However, he doesn't mind putting up a person who's a fraud and a scammer and then endorsing that person and then having you spend your money with that individual. We all know what happened from the All Black National Convention. The Black American community lost $13 million in a scam. And then Dr. Boyce Watkins was then changing his tune. Now, remember, he was saying, listen, when somebody gives you money, you got to be accountable for it, right? Now, listen to what happened. Black people started holding Dr. Boyce Watkins accountable for the fact that he put on Jay Morrison at where? The All Black National Convention, which is founded and hosted by who? Dr. Boyce Watkins, and platformed him. And so the people that trusted Dr. Boyce Watkins felt offended. How could you do this, Doc? We lost our money. But then for those people who criticized Dr. Boyce Watkins, what did he do?
You could take down Jay Morrison and the Tulsa Fund all day tomorrow, but you will not have done any good for the Black community. Literally. Because you're going after the people that are making $1 million, and you're not going after the ones who made $1 billion. That's your problem. You will gang bang on each other all day long. You like the Crips and Bloods. You shoot up somebody on their grandma's house because he came on your block, but you ain't got the guts to take on the white man.
Uh-oh. Is that Dr. Boyce Watkins saying you can bring down Jay Morrison, but you won't do nothing to the white man? Now, this is interesting because, again, Dr. Boyce Watkins has no problem with holding Dr. Umar Johnson accountable for his scams. But once we held Dr. Boyce Watkins accountable for his scams, he deflected. And so instead of you asking Jay Morrison for the money, and he stole $13 million, why don't you go out there and ask, Popeye's Chicken, which he said at a certain point, or these other $1 million corporations, or the white men? But he even goes into greater detail.
You ain't got the guts to take on the LAPD that's been terrorizing you for decades. You ain't got the guts to take on the Klan. Not one gangbanger I know of has ever shot somebody who was part of a white supremacist organization.
He even says he doesn't know any of the blacks who will attack white supremacist organizations, police officers. I mean, things that that don't make any sense to what we're talking about. Again, Dr. Boyce Watkins wants you to have a short memory when it comes to the fact that he and Jay Morrison were a part of this $13 million situation. I'm not trying to say that Dr. Boyce Watkins was financially rewarded for this alleged scam, but he definitely platformed the man that did it. And now he's out here speaking facts on Dr. Umar as if we don't know that he was even crashing out on people who wanted transparency and accountability. But wait, there's more.
You have the exact same problem. You have people that will say, look at that over there. Yeah, he making money. He's rich. He's swaggy. I don't like that old swaggy nigga. I'm gonna go take him down. And then somehow you think you did something good for the world. You haven't done anything good for the world.
So he says, black people are gonna start hating. Oh, look at him with that money over there. He's swaggy. Oh, but you're not doing nothing for the community. Again, because you're upset that you got scammed and now you can't go to the strip club with your little investment money because Jay Morrison took it and he didn't went to the strip club and he over there with the midget strippers in the corner getting twerked on. And so now you're like, talking to Dr. Boyce Watkins, who is the actual PhD. I believe he got it from Ohio State University. So you're saying, Doc, hey, where's accountability? And he's saying that you're just a hater. Now, again, it's easy to hold Dr. Umar Johnson accountable. But then Yvette Carnell heard all of this. What did she prove?
Jay Morrison, Mr. Real Estate, is coming to the All Black National Convention. We have a very big announcement. I bet you do, baby boy. Then when people tried to say something about it, he come in here like this. Boyce always coming in hot and slew-footed. Always coming in hot and slew-footed. Our prediction, now that Jay Morrison this is 2018, pulled a big win with his Tulsa Fund, some less fortunate will attack his business. You see what's happening here? Do you see what's happening here? Let me make this smaller so I can make my point. What Boyce tries to do, and it's so transparent. What he tries to do is you make it as if anybody who is saying something about Jay Morrison is just a hater.
Again, these are more things that prove the point. Oh, I can feel that folks is gonna try to say that he's hating. Y'all are hating on him. Look at all that success. And then she went on there and cooked his ass and talked about all the tweets. I'm gonna read them again. Here's what we have. July 23rd, 2023. In 2016, Boyce Watkins announces a business deal with Jay Morrison. Folks should demand that he reveal how much, if anything, he was paid to promote Morrison's scheme. These tweets tell a story. It's time for some accountability. Now, wait a minute. Let's look at what Dr. Boyce Watkins said in 2016. I just made a business deal with Jay Morrison. I think that you're going to be impressed with what we come up with. Oh, yeah, I am impressed that y'all lost all that damn money. Okay, then this one. When people start complaining, look at what he said. I find it odd that people think Jay Morrison's Tulsa Fund was fraudulent, even though the SEC and FBI did full investigations after the online criticism and found absolutely no wrongdoing whatsoever. If you have an issue, take it to court. If not, then you have no case. Okay, so Yvette Carnell talks about this. The FBI and SEC did some level of an investigation. Now, again, being fraudulent or being dishonest, I think she worded it that way. Those are the things. Unethical. What Jay Morrison did was unethical. Did he legally take the money from people and lose it? Yes. He benefited from it and everybody else lost. So it's unethical. And Dr. Boyce Watkins is saying, it's your fault, right? Then look at this. Jay Morrison is giving the real secrets to real estate wealth right now on my Instagram page. You got to hear this. We are live right now. What are the real secrets to wealth? The guy never had any properties. Everybody found out that he is an actual loser when it comes to the real estate industry. And now this is the point. A lot of blacks operate like this. When somebody else has a downfall, instead of just shutting up, you want to sweep up your dirt underneath the rug as if you've never done anything. So because you've never done anything ever, you feel like we forgot. No, we have not forgotten, bro. We know exactly what your dusty behind was doing. You were right up there with the rest of these dudes. And now you out there like we haven't forgotten. We have the evidence, Dr. Boyce. In many ways, you are no different than Dr. Umar Johnson. Now, are you more professional appearing? Are you more cleaner around the edges, if you will? Yes. You're definitely more palatable than Dr. Umar Johnson. Are you married? Yes. I won't say that you're more educated because you're both very educated. But again, you have a more appeal to the Black community crowd. You say all the right things. You love Black women. You love Black people. You're the typical politician. But your aims are probably very similar to Dr. Umar Johnson. And you want to get away from that because you feel like your image is tainted, but it's not. Both of you want to make money off the Black community, and you have evidence that you've done it in unethical ways, or you've been involved in unethical projects that have put Black people at a big time disadvantage. And you want the world to forget it, and we can't forget it, and you've never said sorry. You would love it, Dr. Umar, come out and say sorry, though. Oh, you would love that. You would love that. You would love that. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of Slavery Drunk. Producer for all you do, heard the bell. We out.